but it is. But there is also hope. Your commitment here today to raise awareness, to bring attention to this, it means a lot. It means a lot because Ebola is a disease and an affliction that can be defeated through awareness. Awareness in the countries where it's prevalent, but also awareness here around the world, and us coming together is certainly a sign of that. I know many of you have friends or loved ones in those countries, and I wish them well. We hope they're safe. Our thoughts, our prayers are with them today. I want to thank you for being here to tell their story to Manitobans, and for here to tell your story, to raise awareness about this important disease. Fortunately, we have tremendous humanitarian infrastructure and public health expertise here in our province. And Manitobans are among the most generous and giving people living anywhere. Through our churches, our schools, our community organizations, Manitobans give their time. They give their money every single day to important causes like this one. Teams from Winnipeg's National Microbiology Laboratory recently traveled to Guinea and Sierra Leone this summer to battle the outbreak right there on the ground. And today, I'm proud to say that our government announced that the province of Manitoba will be providing $100,000 in aid to combat the spread of Ebola in West Africa and help the people.
Thank you.
We're also working with the Manitoba Council for International Cooperation to ensure that funding is used to meet the most urgent and immediate needs of those families and in the international aid community working on the front lines of this epidemic. This is only a very small part of the overall worldwide fight against this disease. But I believe that us coming together, that bringing attention to this and bringing the perspective of this world community that we call Manitoba, I think will help ease the suffering and will help address this important issue. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Reeve. I now call upon Dr. John Gerard, who's representing the Liberal Party of Manitoba. And as you all know, Dr. Gerard is also a scientist, a doctor. So he's going to tell us a little bit more about the science behind Ebola. Dr. John Gerard, please.
Thank you, Peter. First of all, welcome to the Manitoba Legislature. It is really important that you are here because the message that you are presenting today is a very important one for people in Manitoba and Canada to hear. We have an Ebola epidemic outbreak in Sierra Leone, in Guinea, and in Liberia to an extent which has never happened before. And the size of this outbreak is much larger than any other Ebola outbreak before. It is a very dangerous disease. The mortality rate has been in the range of 90% historically, but this time around it looks like it's about 50%. That's the good news, but 50% is still very horrific. That's very, very high. And so it is important that we have a lot of attention globally to what's happening. It is good that President Obama yesterday recognized the seriousness of this problem and called it a global security threat. And he is now starting to use his powers as president to address this as a global security threat, recognizing the severity of what is happening in Sierra Leone and in Liberia and in Guinea in particular. We need an all-out effort, because this is affecting not just the health and the lives of so many people in Africa, but it is having, right now, a devastating effect on the economies. Because what has happened in terms of closing borders, closing planes not going in, ships not stopping, it's hard to get gasoline, it's hard to get food and other supplies in when we need to get them in to help people out. And not being able to address the economic conditions can only make the situation worse. So we need attention to the economy of the countries which are affected, as well as attention to the health issues. We need to be thankful at the people at the National Microbiology Lab here, people like Dr. Gary Coppinger, Dr. Neil Simonson, and many others, have actually been working for many years, in part because they had the level 4 lab here and the security, the ability to work with Ebola virus, which is so dangerous, that they started years ago in developing effective treatments and in developing effective vaccines. And fortunately, one of the treatments, which was largely developed here, a monoclonal antibody cocktail called ZMapp, has proven to be extraordinarily effective in treating Ebola in monkeys. And we expect that it will be effective in people, but we need much more production of this antibody, this drug, because right now we are virtually out of the supply, and the supply was very small to start with. So one of the things that needs to be pressed for is as rapid as possible production of more of this drug, this monoclonal antibody cocktail, which is proven so far to be effective in treating very few humans who have the disease. We also need the vaccine